Hello guys, this is Spyderrock, and welcome to something interesting, something different, and something important. So, some of my friends and I are working on making a video game. Yes, like a video game. Uh, and we have an idea, and we've made a little bit of progress on it. But before we really continue working on it, we need you. We need you guys. We want to get feedback from people on if this is a good idea, if this is something that people would be willing to play. Um, and I'll explain it in just a second, but I really would like you guys' honest opinion, if you like it or not, what you would do differently, if you would even think about, playing or purchasing or whatever the game. This would not release for a while, so this is all just hypothetical, I guess. So anyway, here's the premise. So you are playing as the ringmaster. I guess you're a new ringmaster because you were just hired by the owner of the circus. You play as a new ringmaster for an underdog circus that is competing with a very popular and wealthy circus. The game takes place while you're not actually actively performing. While you're not performing, you have to use the talents of all the people in the circus, like the clowns and the acrobats and everybody, to fight the enemy circus. While playing, you control all 6 performers. Well, you only directly control one performer, sort of like Frag Pro Shooter. It's a mobile game. I don't know if any of you guys know about it, but you basically directly are controlling one person, like in a third person kind of perspective, but you can in an instant swap to any of the other characters, and the ones that you aren't directly playing as will basically be AI. They'll be CPUs, and they'll be doing stuff on their own, but you can sort of control what they generally do. If they want to be close together, spread out, attack, or be on the defensive. And the gameplay would be very ability-based and skill-based, skill point-based, sort of like an RPG progression system, and then each person would have abilities. But the gameplay itself would still not really be like that. It would be more of like a ragdollish game, where the more damage you take, the more ragdolly you become, and it makes it easier to knock you into different pits and spikes and stuff. But when you reach 0 hearts, I guess we're probably gonna do something like hearts. When that runs out, you take 1 hit and you go flying off the map. So it would sort of be a cross between Gang Beasts and Super Smash Bros. If you know about either of those, which I'm assuming you probably do, where you take more damage the more damage you take, if that makes sense. Like, 1 hit does more damage after another hit, but also you'd have that ragdolliness and that kind of wobbly physics, I guess. And you'll be located in battles in medium to small arenas with lots of holes and traps while you're fighting off the enemies. And while you're not directly in battle, you can roam around a small zone with some shops, some Easter eggs, and some side quests in between fights. And you will earn skill points while you're playing for each performer, and you can get custom item or special items and all kinds of stuff. It's all sort of up in the air, and you can get better weapons from the shops too. And the open world hubs would be something almost like the Super Mario 3D world. I guess the world's the place where you can go from level to level, but with a little bit more interactive stuff, a little bit more interactable take on that. Anyway, this game is super early in development, and everything is pretty much up in the air, so I would love to hear some feedback in the comments. Anyway, I know this is a pretty short video, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about this. I really want to know what you guys have to say about this and what you think. So please leave an honest opinion about this in the comment section. It would be really greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching. See you guys later, and bye.